All right, good morning, and happy Monday, everybody. Down here in the Tri-State Traffic Show Traffic Center. Welcome to the Big Monday broadcast. Apologize for being a few minutes late here, but it's a Monday in the summer, right? It is stifling out there, almost 80 degrees here in the traffic center. It feels like 90 degrees here in my living room, but yeah, it's another steamy day. Jon Rocco is in our weather center preparing the forecast. He should be with us here in just a few moments. I'm actually going to just check up on Jon, see if he is there. Yeah, he is getting ready to go. So we may just go right to the weather because I think that's the biggest story. I did a quick audit of the traffic situation around the Tri-State, and it really is fairly clear. Kind of normal stuff for this time of the year, going to the second full week of August. A lot of our friends are on vacation. By the end of the week, we probably will start to see, a lot of our friends heading off to college again or going to college for the first time. And either way, one of the two. I think Johnny goes back to school here towards the end of the week, I think, if not mistaken, or maybe one more week on the 15th. Can't believe it's already August the 8th, right? So good morning. We are live here on Facebook and YouTube. Welcome to the big broadcast. Thanks so much for dialing us in. Remember, subscribe and like the Tri-State Traffic Show YouTube channel. That will be Tri-State Traffic Show. Pass it along to all your friends. We're trying to go for 200 subscribers in 200 days. Let's see if we can make that happen. We made the 100 mark happen about 40 days earlier than what we were thinking, which is awesome. So let's see if we can do this in record time as well, the 200 subscriber mark. So again, I appreciate all of the subscribers here to the big broadcast. So let's do this half hour, or really the next 15 minutes or so. We're going to stick to the format as best as possible. Is sponsored by the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery, CranfordVanillaBeanCreamery.com in beautiful Cranford, New Jersey. I'm sure Ralph was lines were probably out the door. I can only imagine that being the case here for my buddy Ralph and the Vanilla Bean Creamer. I'm sure there's a ton of people out there with this hot weather. This weekend was just brutal, absolutely brutal. I mean, it felt like the tropics yesterday afternoon until that rain came through, and then it wasn't too bad last night, but still extremely hot. You're on for a hot day when it's already 80 degrees in the traffic center at 7:18. So with that said, I will open up the comments here in just a moment. I want to go to Jon in the Weather Center to keep on his schedule. So good morning, Jon. Happy Monday to you, my friend. And tell us how long this heat's going to last.
Hey there, Dodd. Good morning to you. Good morning to all of our viewers on this Monday morning, August 8th already. Time flies. Hope everyone had a great weekend out there despite the heat. Hopefully you got a chance to go to the beach to get a little bit of relief, and you're going to want to do so again today if you can. Maybe call out sick from work to get a little relief at the beaches today. It'll be a little bit cooler there. Mix of sun and clouds around the area this morning will increase the cloud coverage a little bit as time goes on today. Right now, though, temperatures this morning starting out in the 70s, 73 in Newton, getting about 78 degrees, 79 over toward the Newark area, getting to about 82, 77 to 80 for Trenton and Camden areas. Lakewood around 75, warming up to 80 degrees. Atlantic City and Cape May staying in the upper 70s for your morning commute. If you're going into the city this morning, 79 for you is Staten Island, Flatbush, over toward Flushing, Queens, around 80 degrees this morning. 79 again for Morris Park and Central Park. All those areas getting to about 80 to 82 degrees on this Monday morning. As we go out onto Long Island, Westbury around 72 degrees, 79 degrees, getting to about 82. 79 for Islip, getting to about 80. Remaining around upper 70s, lower 80s for Farmingville, Shirley around 79, 80 degrees there. Port Jefferson and Huntington right around the lower 80s. So when temperatures are starting off this warm, this early, it's going to get hotter, really hot later on this afternoon. I'll have that in just a minute. 75 for Middletown this morning, 77 over toward Monroe, 79 for Yonkers and Poughkeepsie, Patterson around 77 there in the lower Hudson Valley. All those areas getting to about 80 to 82 degrees for the 8 o'clock hour. In Connecticut this morning, we have 79 for Norwalk and Bridgeport and New Haven as well. All those areas getting to about 81, 82 degrees. Danbury, Waterbury, Hartford around 77 to 79, getting to about 80 to 82 there. Torrington staying in the mid and upper 70s, 75 to 79 for your morning commute temperatures. So again, it's going to be another hot and humid day. We just can't get rid of this heat. That heat advisory for many areas gets extended and extended a few times throughout this weekend, and it remains in effect until later on tonight. Sun and clouds for today. We have an evening storm chance later on this evening, similar to the past few days. 93 in Andover today, 94 for Central Park and Trenton. Freehold around 95 as well as in Cherry Hill. 86 in Cape May, 88 for Islip, 91 over toward New Haven. So if you go east and closer to the beaches, if you can, that's where you're going to find a little bit of relief from the really hot temperatures and higher humidity this afternoon. And over the next few days, we do have more shower and storm chances for Tuesday and Wednesday, and even going into early Thursday. But then we really get relief from the heat later this week and going into this weekend. Stick around for that 7-day forecast coming up in just a little bit because it looks really nice going into next weekend. If you don't like the heat, you're going to want to see it. Have a great day, everybody. Drive safely.
Thank you, John. As always, great job there in the Weather Center. Yeah, can't wait to next weekend with, can you believe we're looking at next weekend. We still got to get through the work week, right? But some of that cooler temperatures and at least get rid of the humidity, even if it's 85, 88 degrees, but the humidity isn't there, that'll make things a little more livable, more tolerable per se. We're going to do a quick sponsor here, and then we're going to get right into the show. We're sponsored by the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery, CranfordVanillaBeanCreamery.com, 22 North Avenue West in beautiful Cranford, New Jersey. 908-272-3000 is the phone number, and CranfordVanillaBeanCreamery.com is the website. Go see my buddy Ralph and check out all the wonderful ice cream offerings that he has in the dipping case. Throughout the rest of this week with all of this heat. So once again, check out his Facebook page, his Instagram page at Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery, as well as, once again, his website, CranfordVanillaBeanCreamery.com, or go visit the shop at 22 North Avenue West. 908-272-3000 is the phone number. All right, friends, let's, you know what? I have to share the screen. That would help if I'm actually doing my job here, right? And let's do this. This up. Let's go to the comments here. The section is open now. And Anna, buenos dias. Good morning to you. And Alexandra, good morning to you. Hopefully you had a fantastic weekend. If you were down the shore house, I'm sure it was probably a decent weekend to try to beat some of the heat out at the beaches and also into the water. So let us know if you made your way to the shoreline here this weekend. Thank you so much for dialing us up. All right, so we got some issues here. The first is going to be on path. Usually we reserve transit for after the roads, but this time, this is the freshest update we just got 4 minutes ago as we're doing the sponsor. Journal Square 33rd, Hoboken 33rd, Hoboken World Trade, Journal Square 33rd, Hoboken 33rd delayed. World Trade Hoboken is suspended. NJ Transit, Hudson Bergen Light Rails, cross honoring at Hoboken, Newport Exchange Place. Crews responding to an obstruction in the track area somewhere between Newport and Hoboken. So path trains are really getting hit hard here this morning. So, Alexander, I'm not sure whether you use one of those. Well, I would think you probably do use one of those lines, except for maybe Newark to World Trade. That's the only thing that's really not on the list here. It seems like everything else is on the list. So Alexandra, pardon me, went down to the shore house after I got home from the city on Friday, drove back at 4:30 this morning. Ooh, wow. Good for you. Very nice. Nicely timed out, Alexander. Very, very nicely timed out. Yes. Leaving at 4:30 this morning, you should have been home probably in about 35 minutes. So path, we've got some major problems now. Literally before we went to air, as I was getting ready for the program, there was nothing on the list here for New Jersey. And then Let's see. Alexandra says she uses Hoboken to World Trade, but home today. Well, you picked a good day to be home because there's going to be probably delays throughout the rest of the morning rush hour there. There was nothing on this list, and then all of a sudden it just exploded here. So 280 going west just before Eisenhower Parkway. There was a crash. Now all lanes are open, but watch for delays. Vehicle fire on McCarter Highway at Chester Avenue. 2 right lanes are shut. George Washington Bridge upper level. There is a broken down truck, and then the Parkway going north here. As you come into 132 in the Island area, watch for a crash that is still being cleared. So let's do this. I think there's a camera here in McCarter at Chester and Newark. I think it's just a matter of whether it works or not. And the operative word is it is not. So this is the 3rd Avenue. No, you're not going to see anything there. I don't think the one at the Belleville Bridge is going to show you anything as well. Let's go to 280 here this morning. See what we've got. I don't think there's the camera. Oh, there is at Eisenhower. Okay. Matter of whether it works or not, right? It seems to be moving fine. It's back here towards Laurel at 6. That's moving fine. Okay, so those delays have cleared out. So that's good news. Let's jump into the Hudson River crossings, shall we? See what we've got this morning. About a half an hour, yeah, because of that broken down truck. About 25 at the Lincoln and about 20 at the Holland. You know, sometimes in the middle of the summer, sometimes Monday, Tuesday become the busiest of the weeks. But just because people are taking off the rest of the week. Let's go to transit here this morning. Let's see what we've got cooking here. We told you about path. Coastline, mechanical issue there. 20-minute delays in the Raritan Valley. Newark Light Rail canceled. The departure, Trenton Waterfront Entertainment Center has canceled mechanical issues. Okay, look for that. And the Outerbridge crossing, I think there was something going on there earlier, much earlier, like 45 minutes ago. Justin, good morning, pal. Played golf in Scotch Plains yesterday, got rained out. Where in Scotch Plains did you play? Did you play Scotch Hills or did you play Shacamaxon? I hope it was Shacamaxon. It's a beautiful course. That is a gorgeous course. Scotch Hills is a tough course as well. But let's see. 440, yeah, that's the Outerbridge crossing. That's running about 10 to 15 minutes. Let's close out of this here this morning. Want to go back to the crossings because they do post up the Outerbridge crossing numbers. We just have to slide the slider across. Oh, come on. Go. On. Why doesn't it want to do it? Let's see. Why doesn't it do that? This is kind of a crazy thing. Okay. Technical difficulties here. You know, I'm going to put the map up and I will be right back. See if I can figure this out. So pardon me, I know it's not a great start to the morning, but we'll just play the music here for a brief moment. right. All right. Good morning. We are back. Sorry for that. Let's take the banner off, and we have to bring in our banner for the, let's see, where am I? All over the place here. It's a Monday, folks. Darley Newman. Say hello to her. This half hour is sponsored by Travels with Darley. Darley-Newman.com is the place to get more information about Darley and her great program, Travels with Darley. All right. Talked about this Outer Bridge crossing, and still cannot get this crossings map to populate as far as telling me how long the Outer Bridge crossing is. There we go. That's what I was looking for. About 15 minutes or so. That's kind of what I thought. Okay. Very good. Very good. And still about a half an hour for both the upper, and we'll go with the lower as well, and about 25 here at the GWB. Again, we are up on Facebook and YouTube here this morning. Join Alexandra, Anna, and meteorologist Justin Gopnik in the chat room here, chatting away with us on a Monday morning. Yeah, Justin, if you're still with us, I'm curious to see which course you ended up playing. Haven't played Scotch Hills in quite some time. So now here's the other issue here is this northbound Parkway. So we're going to go to the Parkway cameras, and let's do this here this morning. This is going to be basically out by the turnpike. Let's see if they show anything. See, yeah, you see this is out by the turnpike on 129, all backed up, getting in towards Metro Park by 131, 132, that area there. I don't think it should affect traffic across the bridge. That would be just a major bacchanal. But it is affecting traffic here back to 127 at least. So give yourself about another 10 minutes worth of travel time. Again, this is the area in question is right here. And some of this is also, as word gets out about the Outer Bridge, folks coming off the Driscoll Bridge at 127 to go 440 north into Staten Island. So again, look for that, please. So let's widen up the maps here this morning. 287, 78 is good. Route 22, 202, 206. So we're looking good in Somerville. Bedminster, 287 is fine. Let's go to 80 heading east here in Parsippany is fairly busy. What else is new? That's exiting for 287, but 80 out to the Delaware Water Gap. We are clear. 206, Route 15 is fine. Sparta, Lafayette, Branchville, Frankford, Hamburg, and Franklin. You know, I don't know why. There we go. Mountain Creek. Very, very nice. All right. It's 23. Looks good. Out to 287. Route 80, Route 46. Parkway building some general volume through Bloomfield. 78 looks pretty good. So does the Parkway all throughout Union County. The Turnpike is fine. Bay Extension, a little heavy here at 14. And then a little congested going south here, coming off the Eastern Spur. So look for that. And this is that earlier vehicle fire here out by Chester Avenue in Newark. Route 3 looks pretty good through Nutley and Clifton. West on Route 3 is heavy right at Route 46. Eastbound 46, a little slow here. Where is this? This is going to be over by Outwater Lane. That's probably just through a traffic light. 208, Route 4, 17, 287 in Mahwah, 17. That's going to be in good shape there. Your delays at the George Washington Bridge and the Lincoln. Let's go to Staten Island now. East on the expressway, starting to hit the brakes here as we go east of 440. The Bradley Avenue. And again, the Outer Bridge back to New Jersey is also going to be quite heavy. Let me just see what that incident is. If it's just gone. So, okay, so this is the Eastern Spur situation here going south of 15W. So look for that. Let's go to the city cameras. Staten Island. Just take a look at the Outer Bridge crossing camera. That's going back to New Jersey, but I'm on the wrong side, so I gotta go. That's the one I want. It's fairly heavy, just basically onto the span. Yeah. Let's see what we got. That eastbound side is fairly heavy, up to 440, and then around the curve here, coming into Victory. So, Woolly eastbound is coming towards us. So a little bit of sun glare, a little bit of heavy traffic. Nothing to get terribly excited about. Staten Island bound Verrazano. I think the upper level has some construction. We've seen that in the past. The Bell Parkway looks good through Brooklyn. Inbound Gowanus heavy right onto the northbound BQE up to the Brooklyn Bridge. Southbound BQE is heavy also at the Brooklyn Bridge. And then south on the BQE is heavy from Queens Boulevard all the way down to the Williamsburg Bridge. Midtown Tunnel is about 10. Same thing at the Ed Koch. East and west sides are fine. Southbound FDR Drive, really the heaviest from the 130s down to about the lower 80s or so. So that's going to be a sluggish ride. Let's go towards the RFK. Going in towards Manhattan is heavy. North on the BQE heavy here at the Grand Central, and then both ways the LIE is heavy here at Queens Boulevard. East on the LIE is busy east of the Van Wyck out towards the Clearview, but the Grand Central East is slowly building some more traffic out to the Clearview. Both ways of the Van Wyck at Hillside Avenue is heavy. Both ways the belt here coming in towards the Van Wyck is busy. North on the Cross Island from the Southern State on up and towards the Grand Central is a crowded ride. Now, this northbound Whitestone Expressway really crowded as well, getting up to the Whitestone Bridge. Throgsneck is busy into Queens. West on the Cross Bronx, typical delays into the Bronx River Parkway. Same thing on the southbound Bruckner here. Getting out to the Bronx River Parkway. The Deegan hits the brakes going through the long-term construction south of the Cross Bronx. Other than that, upper portions of the Bronx are looking good. Okay, so let's go to the Long Island incident page, shall we? Let's see what we got cooking here. Broken down vehicle. Shoulder is out from 61 out to 60. Not really gonna. I don't think it will tie up traffic terribly, but Southern State both ways into 135 is heavy. Just kind of normal stuff there. West on the LI is heavy here to 39. A little more crowded here at 44. And then coming in towards Deer Park Avenue is a little bit busy, and then it's fairly crowded here out in towards 57, 58, 59, and just kind of normal stuff. LIE 25, Riverhead, Jamesport, Mattatuck, Cutchogue 25 is good. Sunrise Highways, heavy Hampton Bays out to Southampton into Watermill, Bridgehampton, and continuing all the way out towards Montauk is really looking good this morning. Let's jump over towards Connecticut. Before we came on the air, I looked at the incident page, and there was one delay on 95, and that's it. So now we're starting to see some more delays here. 19 through 11, 9 through 6, and 40 through 37. So much quieter than what it usually will be. This is definitely summertime traffic. No questions about that. 95, Milford, Bridgeport, Fairfield looks great. Again, just a little uptick here south of Route 7, and then 95, like I said, 15 down through about 11, and then going from 8 on over towards about exit 6. Lower Westchester, building some more traffic here, going north on the Hutch of the Cross County, then again into North Street, but the New England Thruway. That is clear, so is 287. South on the Thruway is busy here at the Palisades into 12, 13 into 12, but that's really about it. So the Thruway going south here is a ton of traffic. I wonder what's going on there. I think there is a crash. Let's see. South of 16. Yeah, southbound after 15A. It's not 15A. Maybe it is 15A. My apologies. Let's go to the cameras. Let's see if there's any visuals on this collision. Hopefully everyone's okay. Here. There, I think we're too far south of that location. So it's out by 17A. So look for that south on the thruway. Okay. Let's go to the MTA before we go to John in the Weather Center. We have some delays here on the 2. Significant delays both ways near Nearrid Avenue because they're correcting a signal problem. So let's go to the 4 and the 5. For any delays for a complete investigation at Grand Central 42nd Street. Southbound 405 trains to resume making regular stops in the Bronx, Manhattan. Staten Island Railway. 748 out of St. George is not running. The 746 trip from St. George to make all local stops to Tottenville. And that's because of crew availability. All right, friends, we know what time it is now. It is 7:45, and we're going to go to the Weather Center. Johnny is ready with a look at your forecast, and it's going to let us know how hot is it going to get today. John, good morning. Happy Monday, pal.
Good morning, Don, again to you and all of our viewers on this warm and muggy Monday morning. It's going to get hotter out there as we go into this afternoon. I'll get to that again in just a minute, including your 7-day forecast. Right now, I wanted to talk about the tropical Atlantic because you may have forgotten at this point that it is hurricane season out in the Atlantic that goes until the end of November because it has been very quiet out in the tropics over the past month. We only had one named storm back in early July. Now, so far this year, we've had 3 named storms. And as we get into the middle of August, going through September and into October, mid-October, that is really the peak of hurricane season. The peak itself happens usually right around mid-September. So we are expecting to start to see an increase in tropical activity over the course of the next few weeks and going into next month. The reason why it has been very quiet is because the winds coming off of Africa blows that Saharan dust over the Atlantic and sometimes even makes its way over into the southeastern United States. Well, a tropical wave is now coming off the coast of Africa and may actually form into a tropical cyclone later on this week. It may become a tropical depression. Based on current guidance, though, it does look like it may be a short-lived storm as it curves up toward the north into the central Atlantic and sort of dissipates. So we're going to be keeping an eye on it. Right now, though, there's no threat, tropical threat to the United States, whether it's here or in the Gulf of Mexico. Things look to remain quiet here in the near term. In the future, though, we may start to see that uptick in activity, and that's when the chances for tropical activity hitting the U.S. will start to increase as well. So stay tuned. We'll be keeping you updated on that over the course of the next month and really for the remainder of the hurricane season. For today, we have a mix of sun and clouds and that evening storm chance. Spotty evening storms likely again today. Hot and humid out there, 93 for Andover, 94 in Central Park and Trenton, 95 down toward Freehold and Cherry Hill, 86. So a little bit of relief there at the beaches of Cape May, 88 toward Islip, 91 over toward New Haven. As we take a look at our storm threats over the next few days, we still have those spotty evening showers and storms for the course of the next 4 days or so. Finally, we get a heat relief here as we go into next weekend after some spotty shower and storms for Wednesday going into early Thursday. Look at those temperatures, low to middle 80s by Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The humidity will be very nice and low as well. So it's going to be a beautiful end to the weekend coming up. So hang in there. The heat is almost done with us for now, at least. And by the time we get to next weekend, you're going to want to be outdoors. It's going to be nice to spend some time outside by the pool or just walking around town. So enjoy the day, everybody. Drive safely, and we'll send it back over to Don.
Thank you, John. And once again, great job there in the Tri-State Traffic Show Weather Center. We thank you, sir, for the great forecast there, and yeah, just be weather aware for most of this week with the heat and humidity, as well as the potential for some storms that could pop up at any moment. So John will be back here in the Weather Center in less than 30 minutes at 8:15 with another check of your forecast. So with that said, let's talk about our sponsor for this half hour is Travels with Darley. Darley-Newman.com is the website for one of the best travel programs on the air. You can find her on Amazon Prime, I should say, Wondrum, Ovation TV's Journey, and also PBS Create. She's also very active on Twitter and also onto Instagram. She also has the Facebook page, Travels with Darley. You want to follow her there. She'll let you know when she does her next live broadcast on Facebook. Those are always a lot of fun. Darley's off filming her 10th anniversary season she is now in Quebec, Canada. And let me see if I can bring up the picture here. I can do this. Let me take this off of there's Dar. Looking really good in her costume here. This is during the New France Festival and dressing the part. How neat is that? Very, very cool. Very back with the I forgot what they called this signature. It'll come to me. That is very cool. That's got to have been really fun with this festival, the New France Festival. Very, very neat. And again, she's in Quebec filming the 10th season. So I'm sure when the season comes out, you're basically getting a preview of it here, following her on Instagram. And so once again, follow her here on Twitter. Here's another picture of her outside of, let's just see, family business, tasty apple butter. Oh, wow. So it's like a farm to a degree. And there she is again with the hats. She's probably got more hats than the Queen of England. I'm not sure. It's always a different hat for Darley. But anyway, we also want to talk to you about her program coming up a week from Thursday on August the 18th. That's Destination City, St. Louis, from the Smithsonian Associates. SmithsonianAssociates.org is where you want to go. You can get tickets there. Again, it's Thursday, August 18th from 7 to 8:30. It's a lecture on St. Louis. If you're interested in traveling out to the gateway to the west, definitely tune in to Destination City, St. Louis. It's an hour lecture with a Q&A for about a half an hour at the end of the program, and really informative. I've gone through a couple of these with Darley, and it is a lot of fun, and she gives a lot of great information. Also has potentially some surprise guests. I wonder if any are lined up for this program in St. Louis. So once again, you'll get a little bit of a history lesson, also the best places to stay, different sites and attractions to see, maybe when to see them. That's also another big thing. Either the time of the year or just, time of day is better to go, let's say, to the Gateway Arch than other days per se. But once again, this is going to be on August the 18th, 7 to 8:30. That's Destination Cities, St. Louis. And you can go to her website, darley-newman.com, for more information. All right, let's go back to the action. Again, we're still following this crash here on the thruway going south into 15A. So be mindful of that here this morning. But, for the most part, we are in fairly good shape. It still continues to be a little bit of an issue here on the Outer Bridge crossing. Let's just go to see if that has been cleared. I think it has been cleared. Yes, it is. The Parkway into 131. That crash also is now on the shoulder, but still fairly heavy here. This is by 127. Most of that is for the Outer Bridge crossing. I don't like what I see here on the belt. I think something has happened as well out by Ocean Parkway. So let's go there. We'll check that out in real time. Let's see what we're up against on the Belt Parkway this morning. to be in Brooklyn, not Brooklyn from General Hospital. So that's eastbound here at Ocean Parkway is just a mess. If I had to take a guess here, it looks like it may just be before. This is a tough spot because there's no shoulder. There's no shoulder. It's like an elevated section of the belt coming through here, and doesn't say which direction, whether it's east or it's west. I'm thinking it's going west according to what we're populating here, but my gut tells me that it's going east because it's heavier here. So I'm going to say it's going east here at Coney Island Avenue. That's a tough section of the Bell Parkway if anybody is familiar with that. I know Justin certainly is, as well as myself. Just a tough place for anything to happen because it gets tough to get anybody in there to help out. North on the Parkway, you're starting to see some delays here into Thomas River, maybe some late hanger honors, if that's a word, coming out of the shore. Didn't leave like Alexander did at 4:30 this morning. But this is getting into Toms River out through Route 37 is busy, and then getting up into 89, 91 through Brick. That's kind of normal stuff. But again, I think we're starting to see some later arrivals leaving the shore this morning. 5542 is fairly crowded as well onto westbound 76 into the Aljo curve. Kind of normal stuff for a Monday. Again, as we get further into the week, all these delays for the most part will dissipate. AC Expressway, the Parkway, Ocean City, Wildwood, Cape May, Avalon, Sea Isle City. That is all going to be looking good. 55 and 47 are also going to be moving very, very nicely here on a Monday morning. Let's go out towards 78 and Route 80, Route 46, Hackettstown 206. That looks good. We still have delays east here on 80. Some sun glare hitting in the eyes, going east to 39 into 43. Again, just exiting for 287. That's pretty much par for the course there. That throughway incident is really getting ugly here at 15A. So be careful if you're watching us up here in Harriman this morning. 17M by 16 by the Woodbury Commons Mall. You need to be mindful there. As we continue over towards the thruway, once again, it's a little bit heavy here, just south of the Palisades Parkway, so you want to look for that. See, 7:57. Wow, it's already 7:57. We're going till 9:15 this morning. I owe you an extra 15 minutes there for coming on a little bit behind schedule, but it's a Monday in the summer, and boy, I don't know, just didn't sleep well. I have no idea why, but just didn't do it. I think it's just the temperature, like it doesn't, the air conditioner shuts off and it gets too warm, and then using on. So let's go to the observation list here. We'll just check out some of our temperatures this morning. Partly cloudy at 82, a thunderstorm out on the island. I did hear that there were some pop-up storms out towards the Hamptons. But again, you can see 80 degrees and 85% humidity. That is ugly. Kennedy here at 80 and 82% humidity. Awful. Absolutely awful. Ugh. Disgusting. Air you can wear, right? So let's go to the enhanced radar. I just want to check this out and see what we're seeing out over the island. I think, yeah, they finally just moved out off of the Hamptons. Maybe Montauk picking up a little bit of precip, but that's about it. Actually, yesterday was the first time I think I've seen rain, and we've seen rain in weeks. Just when I always keep saying, oh, I'm going to get the car washed, and you never do it. Obviously, once you get the car washed, you don't want to really get any rain, but maybe towards the end of the week with the humidity coming down, maybe we'll get the old vehicle washed up. But yeah, that was just a little bit of precip that hit it out. All right, friends, here at 7:59 on a Monday morning. Good morning, and welcome to the Big Tri-State Traffic Show. I am Odon, your traffic jockey here in the traffic center. We got Jon Rocco live and in person here this morning in the weather center. And I know John's got a lot of things going on this week, so this may be the only time we see Johnny in the weather center. but we are going to try as best as we can. I'll have Johnny here, especially early on the Monday morning broadcast. Will be. I'll talk about later in the week. I'm all over the map. No, it's Monday, friends. It's Monday in the summer. Hotter than hell outside. And, almost with all this humidity, right? You can see I'm just really giving up on the shading here. It's just, I don't know. It's the summer, right? Just look. I don't know. Just, yeah. I don't know whether they should grow the beard back or not. Who our friends here, Alexandra and Anna, think. I don't know. I do not know. I need to get a haircut here, but look at strictly with a dentist today. Oh, that should be fun. Always fun. Fun trip to the dentist. Lots and lots and lots of fun. So, anyway, I have no idea where I'm going with this. So, welcome to the broadcast. We're live here on Facebook and YouTube. Good morning to you. 8:01 now is our time. I've got, let's see, 80 degrees and partly cloudy here in beautiful central New Jersey. Once again, John will be in the Weather Center with another live report coming up at 8:15. So this half hour is sponsored by the, well, it's not sponsored by Jon Rocco, but we're sponsored by the Craft Vanilla Bean Creamery. CraftVanillaBeanCreamery.com is the website. And follow him on social media, Instagram, as well as over towards Facebook. Apologize for looking off camera, but it's this crazy setup I've got here with the music and everything else. It's way down the bottom of the list in order to turn it off. And there we go. Ugh. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, it's definitely a Monday here. Wow. In the middle of summer. All right. So comment section is open. Leave us a comment here. Join the chat room along with Justin, Alexandra, and Anna. Good morning to my three loyal viewers here on the Tri-State Traffic Show. Thanks so much for joining us there in the chat room. Let's get back to our action. And, you know, there really is, it's settling down a little bit from some earlier problems. We go to the Parkway here this morning. That delay is eased out getting into Woodbridge. Over by exit 131 just before Metro Park, a southbound side of the eastern spur, a little bit tied up as well as you come in towards 15W. It's right here at that the mixing bowl there is a little bit heavy, so look for that. 280 across the Stickle Drawbridge is busy. South of the Parkway is heavy into 145. Westbound Route 3 into 46. That's crowded as well. 21 going north into Route 20 is also pretty busy. 80 getting west of Route 20 is a solid ride. Then 17 both ways here at Central Avenue and Rochelle Park is going to be a pretty tough ride as well. Now, north on the Turnpike here into Route 46 onto Route 80, something going on there. So let's go to the cameras. I know that there are cameras here along Route 80. This is going to be right here. See anything or not? I don't know. No, this is on the ramp from, this is 95 going down to the Turnpike. Let's see where. Let's try Teaneck Road. Let's see if we catch anything here. I don't see anything. It seems to be moving fine. Go to the Turnpike. South of 46. That's pretty ugly there. It's all heading north, so there's definitely something going on. It's just a matter of, I guess, whether... I guess it's just a matter of when this gets reported, but it's right here at the 80-95 split going north here on the Turnpike. There's definitely something. I think it's on that ramp to 80 West. I don't think that camera on 80 at 95 is going to see it because it's raining here. I think the trees and everything are probably in the way, but that is really busy. It should not be that heavy at all. There's definitely something going on. I I would absolutely put everything on the table saying that the DOT is going to come up with something there. And if I had to take a guess, it's probably a broken down truck on the ramp to westbound 80, or dare I say a flipped over truck, just because of that. The nature of that exit ramp is really tough. So we'll keep an eye on that here this morning. You know what? Let's get the freshest update from our friends at Path. Thankfully, Alexander is at home, doesn't have to get involved in this. Journal Square 33rd, Hoboken 33rd delayed. World Trade Hoboken suspension expected to last through the rush hour. Ouch. Jersey Transit, HBLR, Cross RA at Hoboken, Newport Exchange Place. We apologize for the inconvenience. All right. Well, not all right. If you're using Path, that's not, that isn't any good. Let's go to the 20-minute delays there on the corridor. Canceled train on the coastline. Raritan Valley line. 7:10 arrival into Newark Penn is 20 minutes late. Canceled because of equipment availability. Departure from Grove Street, departure from Newark Penn is canceled, and departure from Trenton to the waterfront entertainment center is canceled because of mechanical issues there. Okay. Go back to the city incident page here at 8:06, 81 degrees already. You know you're in for a hot start when it's already into the 80s. North on the Deegan, the ramp to the Grand Concourse, one lane is shut. East on the LIE at 164th Street. Boulevard, watch for an accident there. Let's go to the cameras, check that out here this morning. That's a big hit there. Let's see if we can find this collision. No. I think possibly this is gone. No. Casino. All right, where did they say this was? They're at 164th. They said going east. Yeah. That's why this camera was zoomed in. So I'm assuming that that's going east coming towards us because that's what they were looking at because that's on the westbound side. So I think whatever that was is now out of the way. Our delays, I believe, have just some general volume through this section, but the crash is, we're going to go with the crash is now cleared. Let's go up to the Bronx. I do not think that there is a camera there. Let's see. Where did they say this was? Grand Concourse. Where's the Grand Concourse? Is it up here? 179. Oh, 179. No. 179 is fine. That's even okay at 225. Again, it's on the ramp, so it's not going to be a major bacchanal of traffic. You know, whatever was going on to the belt, I believe, has been cleared. Going east here at Coney Island Avenue, where our delays get back to Bay Parkway. For that, and then the westbound side out of Flatbush Avenue also is a little bit heavy as well. The Gowanus, typical delays here. Now there's prospects. Let's go to there. Widen this up. Come on. There we go. 8:10 is our time. Again, we're live on Facebook and YouTube this morning. Join Alexandra, Anna, and Justin in our chat room. I don't know if Justin is still with us or he's probably getting ready to head into work now. But I was just curious to see what course he played this weekend. Avenue. That's just kind of normal stuff there. You can see that haze. It's just, it's like you want an air conditioner to come through. This is, yeah, just kind of normal heavy traffic there on the Gowanus. Let's see here. On. Doesn't like that. That's normal delays into the trench. The old trench. No. Stop it. Straight there. Okay, so off the cameras. Again, just our normal stuff here. Friends, really, just the BQE, typical delays getting into the Kosciuszko Bridge, Queens Midtown Tunnel, as well as the Ed Koch. Are looking at about 20 minutes at the Midtown Tunnel, about 10 there at the Ed Koch. South on the BQE, south on the FDR Drive, I should say, is fairly busy here this morning, getting in towards the RFK. What else is new there? West side, a little bit heavy off the George. West of the Cross Bronx, right at the Bronx River Parkway. South of the Bruckner is a little bit heavy here at the Bronx River Parkway, but really not terrible. And then north on the Deegan into Willis Avenue is busy. Throgs Neck into Queens is busier than the Whitestone. North on the Whitestone Expressway to the Cross Island is busy. South on the Cross Island, heavy from Bayside Marina down to the LIE. East on the LIE, again, that crash has been cleared, and that's more delays getting out towards the Clearview. Same thing on the Grand Central. Cross Island is fairly heavy southern. On up towards Hillside Avenue, and both ways of the Van Wyck is heavy there at Hillside as well. Let's go out to Long Island now, and looks like there's a crash on the southern. So let's call up the incident page. If I had to take a guess, that's out by 22 or so, but I don't think that they have it. It's actually by 23 or so. Cameras this morning. I don't see anything there. Let's do this. Yeah, there's definitely something happening there. East into 106. This is at 106. You can see how much better the eastbound flow comes towards us. So if I had to take a guess, it's right in here coming off around that curve on the eastbound side. Let's just see what this can. No. I think they're going to move that camera here shortly because there's definitely something coming in from Merrick Avenue out towards Newbridge Road, 106. I think it's right in here around that curve. There's definitely something going on. That's exactly where I would say that is going east here this morning. West is heavy here into 135 out of 109. LIE still fairly busy here this morning as you traverse over towards connector, but the northern state is wide in our summertime traffic pattern. Northern state is the way to go. That is wide open. West on the LIE is fairly busy here at the Northern State here this morning. So what else is new? Northern State a little busy here in Melville, out at 110. And then west on the LIE just before Deer Park, out by the Sandy Coast, 5352. Looks like we got another collision, but they said that that was onto the shoulder. Let's take a look at that. In real time. Ooh, that's a lot of traffic out there. Sandy Coast Parkway. Wow. Ooh, boy, that's a stiff shot right there. See if these cameras show us anything. No, this is by Comac Road. Why they have two cameras located in the same spot on the same shot, I don't know. I think it's further than this. Let's see if this shows us anything. There it is. There it is. There it is by the Comac Rest area. Yahtzee. And of course, the camera does not work. What else is new? Well, we can get video from the moon. There it is. So it's the HOV lane is really the shoulder by the HOV lane is out. But 1, 2, 3 cars there. State trooper is on scene, or Suffolk County. So they're providing assistance. So that is really busy as everyone's just being careful. That's what you have to do. Wow, look how bad that LIE is. The road, you see brand new pavement on that side. So I'm sure they're going to come back and do this side as well. But that is ugly stuff. They're so again, give yourself another 10 or 15, about another 10 minutes for the travel time here this morning. All right. So with that said, we're here at 8:15. Let me see if John is ready in the weather center. Let's see, John. He is ready. So let's send it over to our meteorologist in training from Rutgers University in beautiful Piscataway, New Jersey, one Mr. Jon Rocco. John, take it away.
Hey there, Dot. Good morning to you. Good morning to all of our viewers on this Monday morning, August 8th already. Time flies. Hope everyone had a great weekend out there despite the heat. Hopefully you got a chance to go to the beach to get a little bit of relief, and you're going to want to do so again today if you can. Maybe call out sick from work to get a little relief at the beaches today. It'll be a little bit cooler there. Mix of sun and clouds around the area this morning. We'll increase the cloud coverage a little bit as time goes on today. Right now, though, temperatures this morning starting out in the 70s, 73 in Newton, getting to about 78 degrees, 79 over toward the Newark area, getting to about 82, 77 to 80 for Trenton and Camden areas. Lakewood around 75, warming up to 80 degrees. Atlantic City and Cape May staying in the upper 70s for your morning commute. If you're going into the city this morning, 79 for you at Staten Island, Flatbush. Over toward Flushing, Queens, around 80 degrees this morning, 79 again for Morris Park and Central Park. All those areas getting to about 80 to 82 degrees on this Monday morning. As we go out onto Long Island, Westbury around 72 degrees, 79 degrees, getting to about 82. 79 for Islip, getting to about 80. Remaining around upper 70s, lower 80s for Farmingville, Shirley around 79, 80 degrees there. Port Jefferson and Huntington right around the lower 80s. So when temperatures are starting off this warm, this early, you know it's going to get hotter, really hot later on this afternoon. I'll have that in just a minute. 75 for Middletown this morning, 77 over toward Monroe, 79 for Yonkers and Poughkeepsie, Patterson around 77 there in the lower Hudson Valley. All those areas getting to about 80 to 82 degrees for the 8 o'clock hour. In Connecticut this morning, we have 79 for Norwalk and Bridgeport and New Haven as well. All those areas getting to about 81, 82 degrees. Danbury, Waterbury, Hartford, around 77 to 88, 79, getting to about 80 to 82 there. Torrington, staying in the mid and upper 70s, 75 to 79 for your morning commute temperatures. So again, it's going to be another hot and humid day. We just can't get rid of this heat. That heat advisory for many areas gets extended and extended a few times throughout this weekend, and it remains in effect until later on tonight. Sun and clouds for today. We have an evening storm chance later on this evening, similar to the past few days. 93 in Andover today, 94 for Central Park and Trenton. Freehold around 95 as well as in Cherry Hill. 86 in Cape May, 88 for Islip, 91 over toward New Haven. So if you go east and closer to the beaches if you can. That's where you're going to find a little bit of relief from the really hot temperatures and higher humidity this afternoon. And over the next few days, we do have more shower and storm chances for Tuesday and Wednesday, and even going into early Thursday. But then we really get relief from the heat later this week and going into this weekend. Stick around for that 7-day forecast coming up in just a little bit because it looks really nice going into next weekend. If you don't like the heat, you're going to want to see it. Have a great day, everybody. Drive safely.
Thank you, John. And as always, a great job there in the Tri-State Traffic Show Weather Center. He'll be around in less than 30 minutes with his last and final check and a check of that 7-day weather forecast coming up at 8:45. So with that said, we want to talk to our sponsor about our sponsors to say Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery in beautiful and historic Cranford, New Jersey. 908-272-3000 is the phone number, located at 22 North Avenue West, or Route 28 in your GPS in historic Cranford, New Jersey in Union County, right off the Raritan Valley line of New Jersey Transit. Literally walk right across the street and pick up some of the best ice cream anywhere to be found. That's a looking at the shop here this morning. Here's just some of the wonderful offerings that he has in the case: the sorbets, the peach mango, blood orange, and lemon. I'm sure we're probably flying off the shelf, along with that cotton candy ice cream, that pillowy soft cotton candy, as well as the party cake, cookie dough ice cream, black raspberry, has the core staples, the vanilla chocolate strawberry. He also has this amazing toppings bar for your sundaes, as well as your cones or cups or anything you want to put onto your ice cream. He has the classic sugar cones. He has the waffle cones. He's got the chocolate dipped sugar cones. So, he has a lot to offer for just about everybody. S'moreo, chocolate cookies and cream, very, very popular flavor as well. Bananas Foster's award-winning ice cream. He also has the Dole Whip, the Raspberry Whip, also very popular there. Again, the sorbets are dairy-free. I'm not 1,000% sure about the Dole Whip. I think they're dairy-free, but I'd have to check on that for you. Also has some sugar-free options, as well as some frozen yogurt. So he's got something for everybody here at the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. He also has these wonderful cupcakes as well, as you see them in the background on his website. Those are beautiful little treats there. Some vanilla ice cream on top of the vanilla cupcakes, the vanilla cake, I should say. There is the Dole Whip, as well as the Raspberry Whip. Let me see what this picture is. Oh, there you go. There's your sugar cone with the chocolate dipped, as well as the sprinkles. And this is going to be some of the different other toppings, some of the fruit and some of the nuts you can put on your sundaes, as well as our toppings here, the peanut butter, the marshmallow, as well as butterscotch as well. So good stuff there. He also makes these amazing all occasion cakes, which are just wonderful for birthdays or just for a barbecue, or if you just happen to like ice cream cake, right? There's a lot of people who just like ice cream cake. So it serves, between 6 and 8 people on the small side, all the way to 40 people on the larger sheet cake side. So definitely head over towards the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. That is the website, add the .com onto it, right? And head on over towards the area of Cranford. You can see there's the map. It's right there on North Avenue. 908-272-3000 is the phone number. He is open from 12 to 9:30 Monday through Thursday, 12 to 10 Friday, Saturday, and 12 to 9 on Sunday. So we thank Ralph for being a proud sponsor of the Tri-State Traffic Show. All right, friends, let's get back to our action here this morning. We're still dealing with this crash on the LIE and the HOV lane. This is going to be out by just between 52 and 51, out by the rest area. We saw, let's just revisit that here this morning once again. It's going to be right in here, and it's actually gone. So you're seeing that first. They just wrapped up that accident there. That camera is not working. So we go to the second portion of the broadcast. Let's just see here. So yeah, so that accident is now gone. Unfortunately, our delays are fairly deep into the into the Sandy Coast Parkway. About another 10 minutes there. Again, it's going to ease out now that the crash is gone, but just be mindful of that. Also, a lot of volume here from 61 all the way out through 57 or so, 56 in that area. So be mindful there. Also out to the east end. What else is new, right? East on Sunrise Highway, Shinnecock Hills, Southampton, Watermill, Bridgehampton, Wainscott, East Hampton. Once you clear Amagansett going east, everything is good out towards Montauk. I want to go back to the Long Island incident list because I want to see if they put up that Southern State crash. Yes, eastbound between 24 25, left lane is out of service. So let's go back to the cameras. Let's just see if they've moved anything for us. Let's see. Any of these cameras. They didn't move that one. I think it's just around the curve. Yep. To no success there. This is out at the Meadowbrook. It's obviously heavy. We're going back towards about exit 21. Yeah. So that's going to run you about another 10 minutes worth of travel time there. Let's see. Fairly extensive back towards Hempstead Lake and Peninsula Boulevard. So mounting fairly nicely there, unfortunately. Let's go to Connecticut now. We go 95, 10 through 5, and 40 through 37. That's about it, really. Just right there. Everything else is in the green. Bridgeport, Trumbull, Fairfield, Westport. Again, this is what we're dealing with our summertime traffic. Hudson Valley, fairly quiet as well. The thruway looks good. Here at 15A, though, that's the major problem, this crash. Just as you approach into 15A. So look for that on the thruway. Portions of Orange County, Dutchess County 84, all good. You know you're in a summertime traffic pattern when going west on 84 out of Danbury into Brewster is wide open. 684, that also is good. 22, Bedford Hills, 684, all the way in to Purchase. That is clear. Let's go to the MTA website. Check up on our trains here this morning. And we're starting to see a lot of delays now. Again, some of this, the signal issues, like I always say, when it gets this hot, humid, disgusting weather, it certainly could affect signals. And the two trains, both directions, corrected a signal problem at Nereid Avenue. A longer northbound C train after we remove the train with a door problem at Ralph Avenue. Okay. Expect longer wait southbound B trains, most services you can. So there's crew availability there. L train, more crew availability. And more crew availability. Same thing there. And Staten Island Railway. Great Hills to St. George, 821 will not depart. Will not run. Okay. Go to the rails here this morning. Metro North is on or close. Oyster Bay planned substitute busing. Jamaica to Oyster Bay will no longer run bus service. The 806 from Jamaica to Oyster Bay will no longer run bus service. Will be available at Mineola. Please take the 737 Ronkonkoma train from Penn. 759 from Jamaica and transfer to Mineola for bus service to all stations in the Oyster Bay branch. This service change will continue until LA to LAR service to Grand Central begins at the end of this year. Wow. That's a stiff shot right there. 621 from Speonk to Penn Station. What's another 10 to 15 minutes amongst the 2-hour ride? Station notice, Atlantic Terminal elevators, hands in place are out of service with a water main break. And plan skipped eastbound Hyde Park and Merlion Avenue. Bus service will be available between these stations in Mineola. Wow. All right. So MTA, not looking too good there. Not looking too good. But what is looking good is Travels with Darley. She is our sponsor for this half hour of programming here in the Tri-State Traffic Show. Darley-Newman.com is the website. Travels with Darley. Watch her on PBS Great, Amazon Prime, Wonder Woman Ovation TV's Journey. Let's go back to Path. Let's see if we can update you here with the latest numbers. 52 minutes ago, still Journal Square 33rd, Hoboken 33rd delayed, World Trade, Hoboken suspension expected to last throughout the rush hour. So transit, Hudsonburg and Light Rail cross honoring at Hoboken, Newport, and Exchange Place. We apologize for the inconvenience, so at least they're polite about that. Alexandra, you picked a very, very good morning to be working from home. Montclair line, 902 arrival in Hoboken is the 15 minutes late. Corridor, 902 arrival in Trenton, 20 minutes late there. Long Branch departure, please take so it's okay. Canceled. Mechanical issues in the River Line. So, we're starting to pop up these delays on transit, and some of it I honestly think is related with this hot weather. Let's see here. Broken down truck, southbound 295, north of exit 18. Two right lanes are closed there. So there are no cameras here along 295. Oh, man, I'm standing corrected. And they have it. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. So that's northbound here. Am I correct in my assumption? No, it's southbound. They're saying it's south. Let's see. Like it was going north myself, but oh, I see where they look. It's just right in here. Okay, that is down here. No, I think it's going north. I don't think it's south. I think they're incorrect there. I think that's heading northbound. Paulsboro. Look for that. 5542 is busy. 55 over Seattle City, Avalon, Wildwood, Cape May, Ocean City, Somers Point, Atlantic City, Parkway, Barnegat, Stafford. But busy here again. Still a little congestion into 37, and then as you come up in towards exit 89, is going to be a fairly busy ride. 195 is moving well. Turnpike, Parkway, all clear through Monmouth. Same thing on Route 9, Route 1, Route 18, 130. Everything is really in good shape. Even 287, a little backed up in exit 2, but they're just north of 2, but that's about it. Parkway, Woodbridge, the accident cleared. 78 is fine all the way out through Clinton. Lebanon, 80 through Hope, Stanhope. Heading east on 80 is busy here at 287. West on Route 24 is also fairly crowded as well. Getting past the mall at Short Hills. The Parkway, as you come in through Bloomfield, is really busy now. 147 all the way up into 151. The Turnpike both ways here at 15W is still a little crowded for my taste. Westbound Route 3 into 46 is busy. 23. 80 heading east at 287 is still crowded. 80 through Patterson looks good. 17 coming to Rochelle Park at Central Avenue is fairly busy as well. Parkway 208 and Route 4, things are fine. Let's go to the Hudson River crossings now, shall we? Take a look at that situation. Yankees, I'm not saying they need to panic, but that was ugly this weekend. Getting swept by the Cardinals in St. Louis. 5-game losing streak, longest of the season, and they are tied with the Mets for best baseball record in New York at 70-39. Mets playing really good baseball. They're just quietly doing their job. They're just quietly doing it, and that's all Buck Showalter. No question in my mind about that. Jacob deGrom yesterday was just outstanding. Half an hour, we'll say, at the George, about 20 at the Lincoln, and about 20 at the Holland. Nothing out of the ordinary there. So 8:35 is our time. Again, friends, we're on Facebook and YouTube. Post up a comment. Let us know where you're watching us from. And please like, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We'll try to get as many of our friends here to join us on the Tri-State Traffic Show. Again, we're trying to go for 200 subscribers in 200 days. About 103 subscribers. So let's see if we can, anybody knows, anybody, just have them subscribe. We're looking for as many subscribers as possible. Kind of stalled out here in the subscriber department here the last week. Not sure what's going on, but could just be also just because people are on vacation and stuff like that, and things will pick up as we get into the fall. Again, I'm doing my interview here on Wednesday evening with Roadway Wiz, Danny. Definitely give him a follow and subscribe to his channel. Wow, he's got 17,000 subscribers. That's fantastic. He's doing these videos here. Just trying to think if his most recent one was coming up today. Christopher Bond Bridge. I'm not quite sure where that is. I think that's in Missouri or Kansas. But yeah, I think this is where he's been out last week or so, out through Kansas City. So I would think that has to be Missouri in some capacity. So give Danny a follow. Again, I think you're really going to enjoy the interview. That'll probably be on the channel the following week. I'm targeting the week of the 15th, but it's going to be a fairly busy week for me at my other job, so it's we'll see when that video goes hot. So definitely subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, and so and are informed of when we go up with a new video. All right. So yeah, it's been kind of status quo for the most part here this morning to a degree. Although this Belt Parkway, looks like there's something going on out by, something's going on here by Flatbush Avenue. So let's go to the cameras there. See here. Wow, that westbound side of Flatbush, just an absolute disaster coming into Plum Beach. So that's where this accident here out by Knapp Street. By Knapp Street is that is still, something's definitely going on there. No question about that. No question in my mind. And that delay gets all the way back through Canarsie. As you come in towards the Pattergate Basin Bridge out by Canarsie Circle, by Rockaway Parkway. Yeah, right back to Rockaway. There used to be a camera here at Rockaway, and I don't know what happened to it. It got lost in the construction. Let's see here now. Let's see. The belt is heavy getting onto the upper level of the Verrazano because there is some road work there. It's kind of messing up the ride. And east on the belt here over by Bay 8th Street, that is fairly crowded as well. Again, east on SIE is busy getting into Bradley Avenue, and our delays are getting back now towards the Gothels. I'm thinking something may have happened earlier, possibly, because that should not be as heavy as that is. Let's see. That's east coming towards us. You're at Bradley. It's just heavy getting up the hill. What else is new there? Manor. It's a little bit heavy. I mean, dare I say, going out on a limb that some people are. This is right off the Gothels. Look how bad that is. So it's two things here. One is more than likely something happened and was quickly cleared out by Bradley Avenue. Or two, this could be just some folks heading from the weekend, heading back into the city via the Gothels. So, I mean, anything is possible, but it should not be this heavy. Well, there's no accidents here on the VMS sign, so it's just volume. That camera have the I always used to try to use this when I went across Staten Island out to Long Island, and it was like a 50-50 shot whether those travel times actually populated. Actually were able to actually give you the time. Here is at Richmond. I'm thinking they're setting this up for the HOV lane to be continued. That's what these Jersey barriers are here. Just thinking. We'll ask Danny. Roadway Whiz. Coming up this week. Let's go to the city incident page. Maybe they've got the thing on the belt. West Farms Road. That's up in the Bronx. This is up in the Bronx Rural Park. Let's go to the see if we can find anything. This is heading north. That's going west. So this is going west too. I don't know. There's a lot of traffic off the George Washington Bridge here. This is going east. Walton. Ah, there's the culprit. Broken down truck. Center lane. Ah, there goes your George Washington Bridge. Poof. That's going down. Ah, yep. So there it is. Plus the George Washington Bridge straight down the Bemis, because now you're looking at probably closer to 45 minutes now. It's going to get there. That upper level is already 35 and growing. Half an hour at the George lower, 20 at the Lincoln, 17 at the Holland. But you do see here on the maps right there just before Jerome Avenue. And that one is probably going to be out there a while. That's a tough spot to get any kind of help. And you can see the delays are already back to Route 4. So that's going to be about 45 minutes anytime at any moment now. That's going to be a big problem. Big. east and the southern here as you get out to the Meadowbrook. Once again, we got that crash here by 106 by exit 2425. That's still working. And let's see, the Northern State picking up the late volume now here at 844. Going west into the 106, 107 area into the Wantagh. LIE is heavy 40 over to 39, then heavier here on the expressway at 44. Really starting to light up here all across the board. Something happened here on the belt. Yeah, let's just see that. Yeah, that would be great. Ram to West Farms Road. I don't know what they're talking about. That's certainly not. That is not on the ramp. I want to go here. I think it's out in by 158. Let's see. Come on. It's out here. Gosh, what direction that is beyond me. I think that's going east, heading away. That's west here. Oof, that's getting hit hard. Definitely something going on here by Guy Brewer. These are all in service road. Doesn't do us any good. Aquaid South Conduit. That doesn't do us any good either. No, doesn't do us any good. So, whoops. This here. So it's just as right as you come around the curve here off the Laurelton Parkway onto Sunrise Highway. Is just a solid ride. Looks like Rockaway. Nassau Express. Is this, what is this? I always forget what this is. It's the Nassau Expressway? No, Rockaway Boulevard. That's what I thought. We may have a crash here by Peninsula Boulevard. So look for that. All right, friends, let's do a quick reset. And 8:47 now is our time. John is ready and waiting here in the Weather Center. So let's stick to the format there. So again, 8:47 is our time. Let's send it over to the Weather Center and Jon Rocco. Good morning, John.
Good morning, Don, again to you and all of our viewers on this warm and muggy Monday morning. It's going to get hotter out there as we go into this afternoon. I'll get to that again in just a minute, including your 7-day forecast. Right now, I wanted to talk about the tropical Atlantic because you may have forgotten at this point that it is hurricane season out in the Atlantic that goes until the end of November because it has been very quiet out in the tropics over the past month. We only had one named storm back in early July. Now, so far this year, we've had 3 named storms. And as we get into the middle of August, going through September and into October, mid-October, that is really the peak of hurricane season. The peak itself happens usually right around mid-September. So we are expecting to start to see an increase in tropical activity over the course of the next few weeks and going into next month. The reason why it has been very quiet is because the winds coming off of Africa blows that Saharan dust over the Atlantic and sometimes even makes its way over into the southeastern United States. Well, a tropical wave is now coming off the coast of Africa and may actually form into a tropical cyclone later on this week. It may become a tropical depression. Based on current guidance, though, it does look like it may be a short-lived storm as it curves up toward the north into the central Atlantic and sort of dissipates. So we're going to be keeping an eye on it. Right now, though, there's no threat, tropical threat to the United States, whether it's here or in the Gulf of Mexico. Things look to remain quiet here in the near term. In the future, though, we may start to see that uptick in activity, and that's when the chances for tropical activity hitting the U.S. will start to increase as well. So stay tuned. We'll be keeping you updated on that over the course of the next month and really for the remainder of the hurricane season. For today, we have a mix of sun and clouds and that evening storm chance. Spotty evening storms likely again today. Hot and humid out there, 93 for Andover, 94 in Central Park and Trenton, 95 down toward Freehold and Cherry Hill, 86. So a little bit of relief there at the beaches of Cape May, 88 toward Islip, 91 over toward New Haven. As we take a look at our storm threats over the next few days, we still have those spotty evening showers and storms for the course of the next 4 days or so. Finally, we get a heat relief here as we go into next weekend after some spotty shower and storms for Wednesday going into early Thursday. Look at those temperatures, low to middle 80s by Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The humidity will be very nice and low as well. So it's going to be a beautiful end to the weekend coming up. So hang in there. The heat is almost done with us for now, at least. And by the time we get to next weekend, you're going to want to be outdoors. It's going to be nice to spend some time outside by the pool or just walking around town. So enjoy the day, everybody. Drive safely, and we'll send it back over to Don.
Thank you, John, and great job as always, my friend. Great to see you here in the Weather Center. We will see you back on the Tri-State Traffic Show tomorrow beginning at 7 a.m. So follow John on Twitter at Jon Rocco, JonRoccowX, as well as on Facebook. Follow him throughout the day. He posts quite a bit as far as updating the weather situation, especially, you saw the next 3-4 days or whatever with the potential for some showers. Those pop-up thunderstorms and pop-up storms to come into play with this kind of superheated air with the humidity is fairly unstable at times. So definitely check out and stay tuned to his social media pages. Also, make sure you tune in Travels with Darley, sponsor here for this half hour of programming. Watch her on PBS Create, Amazon Prime, Wondrum, and Ovation TV's Journey. Go to her website, darley-newman.com, for the best travel program on the air. Darley is in her 10th season. She is in Quebec, Canada now, filming the 10th anniversary season, which will air sometime in the winter. I'm thinking probably early 2023. Is kind of the time frame that I'm thinking, but we'll certainly update you when we get the official dates and times for when the first episode of the new 10th season of Travels Darley will drop. But she's out filming in Quebec, Canada, having a lot of fun. Make sure you follow her on her Instagram and Facebook pages and Twitter as well. Very, very active on all three pages. And we'll definitely get back to you as far as if you leave her a comment towards some of her postings. She will definitely get back to you and answer, which is always a lot of fun. Travels with Darley, once again, is one of the best travel programs out there. Really gets that local flavor of every destination that she is in, a local tour guide or just a local resident that happens to know some of the best places to eat and drink, and always seems to find some sort of brewery of some type, and get some of the local micro brews and some of the great food in each of those destinations. Now, speaking of destinations, I want to talk to you about this upcoming program, this lecture that she is giving from Smithsonian Associates beginning at 7 p.m. on Thursday, August the 18th. So a week and a half from now, 10 days from now, tune into that. This is the SmithsonianAssociates.org. That's where you get tickets for this Zoom lecture. It's an hour lecture with a 30-minute Q&A on historic St. Louis, the gateway to the West. And we'll tell you the best places to eat, drink, and give you some history lessons as well. And also some of the best places to sightsee and best attractions to go see and the best times to go see them, because that's certainly a very important part of it as well. You don't want to show up at 2 p.m. when possibly the museum or whatever is closed, or that's the hot time for everybody to show up. So she'll give you all that information and a whole lot more, and some surprise guests as well. So once again, this is Destination City, St. Louis, Thursday, August 18th, from 7 to 8:30. Go to SmithsonianAssociates.org. And you can also go to her webpage, darley-newman.com, for more information. All right, friends. So we thank Darley so much for being a sponsor. We'll see her back here on the program tomorrow morning. We go back to the Cross Bronx now, and this is that. No, it's a leaf. All of a sudden shows up right in the camera shot. Oh my goodness, can't make this stuff up. I don't know, is that a leaf or the? That's just bizarre. So the wrecker is already on scene here. Wow, that was fairly quick work. Getting out to take care of this broken down truck. But as we say in the business, the damage done. Again, we're well over 45 here at the George Washington Bridge. No doubt about that. That upper level is just getting hammered. Yep, 46. Missed it by, was off by one, right? 30 here at the lower, 20 at the Lincoln, and 15 or so at the Holland. So definitely look for that. Let's see where we're at here with New Jersey. So we'll be up here for around another 20 minutes. Go the full 2 hours. I kind of owe you a couple more minutes here after coming on a few minutes late. 295 here south of exit 18. Or just before, well, southbound just north of exit 18. They're saying it's going south. I think that was going north myself, but who am I? So our leaf or some other arachnid of some type is now moving across the screen here. I'm not sure what that is. That was bizarre. Unless that's the... No, I don't know what that is. It looks like that's some kind of a... I don't know. It looks to me like a leaf or something, but the ivy has grown up the side of the camera tower. But nonetheless, you do see that's where that center lane is blocked here with the broken down tractor trailer. Let's go back to the incident pages. We'll run them down for you. Let's go to the city now. Throgs Neck Bridge, Queenside, one lane is out of service there. Let's go to the maps. We'll check that out in real time. Be right in here, I think, is right there. Yeah. There's our issues here on the Cross Bronx going east just before Jerome Avenue. Mindful of that. And west on the belt is heavy getting onto the Verrazano because now it looks like there's a crash on the ramp. At the, let's do it. Let's go here to May 8th Street. Check this out in real time. That's westbound coming towards us. This camera never shows you anything. So it's getting onto the Verrazano. That is going to be the major issue. Some sort of something's going on. I want to go to construction because I'm almost positive it's the upper level. King County. Let's see here. Roadway selected. Let's check this out. Yeah, Verrazano. One right lane is shut on the upper level. That's a stiff spot to be putting up construction this early. Wow. I guess they're trying to do it because it's summer and they figure, well, there's not a whole lot of individuals headed out. Juanis here. That's getting to the upper level. That's right in here is where the road work is jamming things up. Jam car. The jam cam. Let's see here. Oh. Okay. So the belt really kind of got flushed fairly fairly quickly. And this eastbound Staten Island Expressway, I still can't. It's just a lot of volume. I to be honest with you, I think it may be some folks coming back late from the shore, or I mean, but they would normally take the Outer Bridge crossing. Um, could be coming from the Poconos, whatever. The fact of the matter is, it's definitely heavier than I think it should be at this point for a Monday in the middle of summer. North on the Parkway here, as you get up from 89 through 91, that is going to be busy. Let's go to 78 and Route 80. That is looking good, except for some volume here heading east in Parsippany out at 287. South on the thruway, we're still all banged up here in the 15A with this crash. It's been out there for most of the show. We're looking at an hour and 45 into the show already. So that is definitely going to be a mess here for your morning ride. No way around that, really. There's not a whole lot of options unless you come down the Palisades. That's kind of, well, maybe as word is getting out here, some of our friends are going east on Route 6 to the Palisades. I think that's what I'm seeing here. Let's size it up. Yeah. Again, there's no camera in that location for us to take a gander at it. 84, Port Jervis, Middletown, Montgomery, over to the Beacon Bridge, westbound 84. It's a little bit slow there. And then 84 west here in Brewster at 684 is starting to hit the brakes. Let's go to Connecticut now. Just some minor backups here on the Parkway and the exit 38. The shoreline 8 through 6, that's it. South on the 8 and 25, a little bit busy getting in towards 95 and Bridgeport. But what is this here? The Route 8 corridor in Beacon Falls. That seems to be fairly heavy here this morning. Definitely look for that. South on the Hutch is crowded south of 287. New England Thruway is fine. East on 287. A little bit busy here out by the Sawmill, and exit 3, but really, that is going to be it. Let's go back to transit because I want to check up with the path situation now. And we're live on YouTube and Facebook going to 9:15, so another 13 and a half minutes or so. I owe you the extra 15. Journal Square 33rd, Hoboken 33rd still have delays. World Trade Hoboken remains suspended. Obstruction in the tracks. Hudson Bergen Light Rail cross honoring at Hoboken, Newport, and Exchange Place. We apologize for the convenience there. So, Alexandra, you certainly picked a good day to be home from work. Let's go to the Montclair line up to 15 minutes delay there. 15, 20 minutes through Trenton. Mechanical issue, 649 Long Branch departure canceled, 759. Penn Station EWR has been canceled there. You know what? Speaking of EWR, first of all, let's do this. Let's go to the observation list very briefly. So we're at 84 EWR and 72% humidity. Islip MacArthur at 80 and 85% humidity. Teterboro 83, Kennedy at 83. So it's a fairly ugly start. Let's just see what Monticello is up to. 72 and 100% humidity. Wow. So let's go. I want to go to the FAA to see if there's any flight delays. I do not believe there are any. No. But, as the weather kind of stirs itself up, it's certainly possible that we could see some flight delays later on in into the day. So you definitely want to be mindful and be careful of that here this morning. Let's take a look at the Connecticut Hudson Valley. Bridgeport at 80, 81 there. We'll head down the shore. Let's go to the South Jersey list. Philadelphia already at 85. 86 in Mount Holly. So it's cooking up fairly nicely. Wildwood at 83. Millville at 82. But you see this, look at these humidity numbers. These humidity numbers are really sky high. Load it all sky high. It was some James Bond. I forgot which one. I think the artist was Jigsaw, if I'm not mistaken. Don't know which James Bond movie that was from. Think about that one. So there's your observation list there. Again, we're up on Facebook and YouTube. We're going for another 10 minutes now. Let us know where you're watching us from. We do have the delays on the path system, as we're telling you all morning long, with the Hoboken to World Trade suspended. So the only thing here in Jersey is this broken down truck. So yeah, the center lane is out at Jerome. We knew about that earlier. This eastbound LIE crash, that's long gone. We know that. Northern State westbound 39 to 38. Shoulder is out, so let's go there. That's new. That's new to the list. Right in here. Is this it? Yeah, that's gone. Well, I mean, whatever it wasn't. It is long gone here this morning. Continue on. Let's do this. Let's go back to the subways and trains and buses and all that fun stuff. Let's go here. Running with delays. That's service availability there on the southbound D. L train is the same thing there. W train, same thing there. Also cruise availability. Okay, so Oyster Bay. This is going to be, I think, some issues. Well, it's delayed because of equipment trouble, but there were some other planned boarding changes. All trains to Oyster Bay will depart from track 3 at Mineola. The permanent change now that the tracks have been reconfigured to allow for the new third track. Some of that is also because they're setting up for the end of the year Long Island Railroad to go to Grand Central. We're putting some buses in. That may have just been, I don't know why that came off the list. I didn't see. I don't know what the story is with that. Let's go to Connecticut now. The incident page here. Continue there with just some delays, and you got some big construction setting up for you. Let's go to the Hudson Valley. I want to see what the deal is with that throughway crash. Still, 2 lanes are shut south after 15A. That's right here, but you can see 17 is picking up because it parallels the throughway, picking up a ton of traffic here out at Tuxedo Park and to Sloatsburg. Let's go to the cameras. I just don't think that the camera there. I think we definitely looked at this earlier in the broadcast, but just don't think that they're able to see anything unless they move the camera to a different location. No, it's not showing me anything. No, I don't see anything there. May just be too far south. of the crash to see anything. I think that's the case. So, so 17 obviously picking up all the traffic there. So hopefully everyone's okay in this crash. But we're looking at about 3-4 miles plus worth of traffic on the throughway in an area that never gets any problems until there's a problem, if that makes any sense. But yeah, so that southbound on the throughway is a major problem. I just, for argument's sake, I'm just curious to see if I was right with the. Come on. Now I've lost the keyboard now too. Oh, you gotta be kidding me with this computer. What is the deal? Let's see if I can reconnect, or maybe the batteries are shot. Ooh, that's not good. What's going on? Okay, it's connected. Wow, I think I've got to change the batteries. So, song by Jigsaw. I knew it. Sky High. Can't play it because we're gonna get thrown off the air. But yep, I was right. There it is. All right, friends. So 9:11 is our time. We got about 5 more minutes in the broadcast. We're going to take it right to the 2-hour mark here this morning. I think I had that. I have the MLB standings. Yeah, let's just take a quick check of that. As we can show you, Yankees 70-39, as are the Metropolitans 70-39, 642 winning percentage, exactly as the Yankees. Astros, I believe, are at 70-40, so they're a little less than the percentages, 636. So the top 4 teams are the Dodgers, Yankees, Mets tied for second, and the the Astros are going to be in 4th place. They've already played 110 games. Wow. There's only 52 games left in the season. That's crazy. Let's see where the Yankees are tonight. Are they home? Cardinals just destroyed the Yankees. Oh. So they're making the Yankees fly from St. Louis all the way to Seattle to play a game at 7:10 local time. Wow. That's a lot of traveling. So they got the late West Coast games here. They're going to do the matinee on Wednesday, and then take Thursday off to come back to go to Boston for 3 games. They're not home until the 15th, a week from today. This could be a rough stretch here. I mean, the Mariners are always good at home. The Red Sox are the Red Sox and the Yankees. So see how that plays out. Let's go to the Mets. Let's see what their story is, whether they're in action here this evening. I've never seen a 5-game series between 2 teams, but the Mets won 4 out of 5 against the Braves. Wow. And they're at home again against the Reds. Yeah. And then they have the matinee on Wednesday for the travel day on Thursday. Well, there's really no travel day because they're just off, and then they're staying home against the Phillies. So, wow, the Mets have been home since August the 4th. So they'll be home here at Citi Field for till the 14th, for almost a full week and a half. And then they're back in Atlanta again. Do they ever play anybody else besides Atlanta and the Phillies? Subway Series for only 2 games this year. Then Colorado, then the Dodgers Mets. That's the one you want to see right there. If the Mets continue their winning ways here. So So let's see. This is August 30th. It was another 15 games on top of that. You know, if they're still playing as well as they are now, this is the series. This is the series could make or break the Mets right in here, right there. Yeah. The Nationals, the Pirates, the Marlins, the Cubs. At least they're playing all National League teams and stop with this American League stuff, except for the Brewers. No, they're in the National League, and then they play the A's. Crazy is that? And more games at the Braves, more games at the Nationals. They're finishing up at home at least on October 5th. Wow. Interesting. Back to the American League here very quickly. I'm just curious to see what the Yankees have left. Tampa, Boston, Toronto. That's going to be an interesting game there too. Subway Series. Then they go to Oakland. Going to Oakland for a four-game affair there, and then they go into LA to the Angels. Oof, wow. Then coming back to go to Tampa Bay. That could be ugly. Then Minnesota, then back with the Rays again, then the Red Sox. Again, once you get into the mid to late August, this is all, you know. And the only National League team they play is the Brewers. Now they play the Pirates, and the Red Sox, the Jays, the Orioles, and the Rangers, and they finish up at Texas. Interesting. All right, friends. It is now the 2-hour mark, and I think we'll do one quick wrap up here, just the incident pages. 295 issue got cleared at exit 18. Western Spur going north of 16W. State police slow down because of debris in the road. Let's go to the city incident page here. We'll check this out in real time. Those two are gone. There's the broken down tractor trailer on the eastbound cross Bronx and Jerome. That's still being cleared. Eastbound Grand Central at Jewel Avenue. One lane is blocked on the ramp. Let's go to Long Island. Check out what we've got cooking here. No matching records. That's good news. Let's go to the Hudson Valley now. Still with that crash on the thruway at 15A. So everyone is heading over to Route 17. And the list here continues to Connecticut, where it's just midday road work, and the only delay is the 95 from 13 to 5 and the Merritt 3835. I want to go to the path line here this morning. We'll check in with them just to see what our story is. Still remains suspended. World Trade to Hoboken. Journal Square, Hoboken 33rd delays. Newport riders take 33rd Journal Square train to Grove Street and transfer to World Trade. World Trade Exchange Place riders take HBLR from Exchange Place. Newport. Wow, a lot going on there. So path trains, definitely give yourself plenty of extra travel time. All right, friends, I think that is going to do it here from the Tri-State Traffic Center. We thank everybody for joining us. Get the mic out of the way. There we go. We thank you so much for joining us here on a Monday morning. Try to stay as cool as possible. Stay in the air conditioning if possible, and limit your time outside. Make sure you bring along the sunscreen because it's going to be fairly sunny out here today with these temps getting very, very hot. And, just check up on the, as we say, the elderly and your pets. Just leave the pets at home. Don't bring them in the car. No reason for that here today. I want to thank Alexandra, as well as Anna and meteorologist Justin Godnick for joining us in the chat room and posting of a comment. We'll see all of you tomorrow. Also thank Travels with Darley and the Crime for Vanilla Bean Creamery for sponsoring the big broadcast. So we got one last comment here. Auntie Anna, yes, stay cool, everybody. Absolutely, totally agree. Maybe Anna, you'll head to the beach or the shore, whichever you like to call it. I call it the shore. Some at the shore call it the beach, so I'm not quite sure where we're going with that. But head out to get some waves and some tasty waves, man, and some cooler temperatures possibly. All right then, friends. Have a magnificent Monday, and we will see everybody